10 minutes? Okay, it'll be about 10 more minutes before they open the screen. So I will share with you, today is a magnificent day. We saw the magnificent Angaala they did. The group did a wonderful job singing the glories of Rama. And it's just a wonderful day. This morning, we did Pancha Muka Hanuman Homa. How many of you are here? Raise your hands. Not that many. To worship Hanumanji in that 5 aspects, the 5 attributes, Garuda Bhagavan, Narasimha, Varahamurti, the 5 aspects of Mahavishnu, intense aspect, including Hayagriva. Hayagriva is Mahasaraswati in a feminine aspect. Hayagriva in the masculine aspect is avatar, but he is pure knowledge, pure wisdom. He grants us the highest level of wisdom like Mahasaraswati does. So he'll be equivalent. So worshipping Hanuman in that 5 attribute, if you look at it, there's no human face there. They're all animal face. What's the significance? Why cannot be a human face? Because those representations are very deep, like Narasimha. It's a deep representation of man, beast, how from beast man evolved, how he has to come that way to slay that particular asura. And Hayagriva, like I said, is Mahasaraswati aspect in a Vaishnava tradition. It's a very high. Horse face. Horse is mind. Cow is a representation of Atman. That is a representation. And the vibration of horse, that's a long story, I won't go into it, but that represents the highest wisdom aspect of Mahavishnu. That is Hayagriva, very powerful aspect of Mahavishnu. So, Hanumanji has all the attributes. So we worship him as Pancha Muka Hanuman. The attributes are there. There's Ekadasi Muka Hanuman. Maybe one day we will do Homa for that aspect. There's 11 aspect, 11 attributes of Hanumanji. As I said, this Hanumanji is Shiva Shakti. If you watch his slokas, Rudra Avatar. He was Rudra Avatar, avatar of Rudra. So he's connected to Shiva. Then you see all the Vaishnava. So he is Adi Shakti. He is Shiva Shakti. The tail is Shakti aspect, the body is Shiva aspect. That is why he can do all the miracles. And he could have done anything he wanted, but he did not. He came to show the humility, the humbleness before Mahavishnu aspect, Rama. That was his mission, and he did it successfully. But he was much more than that. So we have to look at him, what he is. He is Adi Shakti. He is Shiva Shakti. But he came to in this form to show us something. But he's a mighty being. There's nothing he could not do. He's a Vayuputra. Vayu, as you know, permeates everywhere. He came from that. Vayuputra, it's meaningful because he could do anything. And his history is mighty. He could control the planets. He could control. He learned everything from Surya Bhagavan. He was Guru as Surya Bhagavan. And he learned everything by watching him, and he can control all. For us, how practical he is, he helps us during the worst planetary period, such as Ashtamata Sani, 8th of Saturn. He will help you. Any bad planetary combination, and I know now because I am going through one of it. So Ashtamata Sani is a bad period. So Saturn, he controls. All the grahas he controls. And then he helped Rama to achieve what he came to show in his avatar. So it's a mighty being. It's not what he appears to be. He appears to be that because in the simian evolution, in the ape evolution, he was the highest. He must have been the highest. In that level of consciousness, he reached the highest form. So you can imagine we have a higher level of consciousness compared to a simian, but we are nowhere close to him. That is because he was original Shiva Shakti, Rudra Avatar. See, Rudra, prior to Shiva, in the pre-Vedic time, it was Rudra. Then it was changed into Shiva. So Rudra is the original fierce form of Shiva. Fierce meaning the destructive capacity, the dissolutory capacity of life, final stage, Shiva Bhagavan grants it. So they called him Rudra. Rudra itself is a beautiful term. Rudra. Ru is a flow. Dra is a blockage. You take a quiet river, put big block, it becomes a waterfall. So a quiet, peaceful river becomes a mighty, powerful waterfall. That's Rudra. That's what Rudra means. He puts impediments. That's what Ganesha does. He puts impediments and he tells you, makes you wise how to overcome the impediment. All a very, very meaningful aspect. So today we did a wonderful Homa, and some of you were here, very blessed soul. And so many things happen today. One is Hanuman Homa. Second is Rama Navami. Today is the most auspicious day for Rama. They did a wonderful bhajans, and you all get to hear it. And there's a wonderful alankaram, how beautifully our priest did the Rama, Sita, Lakshmana representation. It's a very beautiful representation. Then finally, she has given us the final day of Navaratri. Vasanta Navaratri, final day is today. The final day, again, initial 3 days is Durga days, then Mahalakshmi days, then Saraswati day. Today is the final day. And if you look there, next to Mahamayi sitting there, you see the blue and pink thing. None of you probably have noticed it. There's a very significant gift given by Mother to us through a mystic, a Siddha in India. It's called, it's a Vishnu aspect, but there's a Trisul inside. It's a very, very unusual aspect of Mahavishnu, very powerful aspect of Vishnu, and that Siddha made that and gave it to our temple because Mother wanted the representation. Just like Bhoga Sinuvasa Murti, there's another representation, combining both Trisul, which is Shaivite symbol, and then Mahavishnu symbol. That you see. He's called Neela Madhava Perumal. Neela, blue, Madhava, Perumal. Beautiful term, self-explanatory, very unusual term. All the Shaivite, Vishnu Vaishnavas should come and look at it and try to imbibe the energy of Neela Madhava Perumal, because that you don't hear that very often. And I didn't know it until the Siddha made that, and he said, Divine Mother instructed him to make it and give it to this temple. So many, many things she has sent it, gifted us. And today she is going to appear, Alankaram, is Angaala Parameswari. Again, not well known, she's Mahakali. Ham Kali Parameswari. That became Angaala Parameswari. Her Mula mantra is beautiful. Kleem is Mahakali Bija. Kleem can also be Krishna Bhagavan's Bija, but here it's Mahakali Bija. Om Kleem, that combination. Ham is me, you. First word, Akshara, is A, M, second word. So both is Shiva Shakti combination. Om Kleem, Adi Shakti, Sarva Siddhi, Aisa Dhimahe. Adi Shakti, Aisa Vidmahe, Sarva Siddhi, Aisa Dhimahe. Tanno Ham Kali, Angali Parameshwari Prachodayat. So with that Bijas, you're invoking her. And it's a wonderful representation of Mahakali. She's a primordial energy, Mahakali energy. Ham Kali, Angaala Parameshwari, very powerful. There's a temple in India, some of you may know. But today, Mother said, bring me as Angaala Parameshwari, because my children here may not know that aspect of me, which is a very aspect of me, which is a very powerful, intense aspect of Mahakali. And she dances in cremation ground. So that temple, the performance of the day would be a cremation ground. Cremation ground she dances, because that's the end point. That's the only reality. The only thing you can be sure, we are going to end. This is a temporary, transient shelter. That's the only thing sure in life. Nothing is sure. So in that time, she comes and dances and shows, this is reality, but I'll take you to next level. Either to higher level of cosmic being, which is the nominal world, spiritual world, or I'll take you as a human, as higher forms, so you can keep growing, and I'll be with you forever to help you, to fight with you. Fight means our evolution is a fight. Our homa we did today is a battle. It's a journey. All of us journeyed together. Some of you are here. We journeyed together. We invoked them. We honored them. We received them. All the supersensual forces through Agni. Agni is a mediator. Without that, we cannot break through this impediment, this emboldenment. We are confined to mind, body, intellect, ego. Break through and go to that world, you need Agni. So we invoke her through Agni, then we invoke Swaha Devi. We offered so many ahutis today, so many of them. And whoever was here or whoever is here still get the benefit, because those ahutis, although material, our affection, our reverence, our love, our knowledge and wisdom, all of it goes to makes us receive them. But you do need those energies. This morning we did a wonderful homa. It is a long homa, but it was a wonderful homa. So today there's so many significant events today. I want you to be aware of it. And finally we are here, and she's going to grant us darshan as Ham Kali Parameswari. Ham is me, Atman. Kali Paramatman, Prachodhyat. Ham Kali Prachodhyat. So that mantra is very basic. Sarva Siddhi. All the Siddhas, they know Ham Kali, Angaala Parameswari, because Siddhis she grants. So Siddha's main Mahakali aspect would be Angaala Parameswari. She will grant us that too. If you are in that path and you want to attain Siddhis, you invoke Angaala Parameswari. So today she is kind to make herself appear here, and the priest, as usual, I am sure, has done a wonderful alankaram, which you get to see it probably for the first time, because we have never done that alankaram before. Even Muka Hanuman is the first time we are doing. That was a wonderful, wonderful ceremony this morning. So many things important. The Ramanavami on top of it, and they did a wonderful bhajan, and you got to see a wonderful alankaram. How much Divine Mother gives us, how kind she is, how blessed we are. So think of all that, to be able to be here. And Angaala Parameswari, Adi Shakti Aisa Vidmahe. Teach me all about primordial energy, creative energy. Adi Shakti Aisa Vidmahe. Let me know who you are, why you are here, how you transcended trillion times into so. So Adi Shakti Aisa Vidmahe, Sarva Siddhi Aisa Dhimahe. Grant me the Siddhis means not normal human activity. Beyond that, knowing the supersensual beings, knowing them, relating to them, so that we can go to next level. That is our journey. So it won't be new to us. They are knowledgeable. They know about us because we broke through the limitation and reached them. So Adi Shakti Aisa Vidmahe, Sarva Siddhi Aisa Dhimahe, Tanno Ham Kali Prachodhyat. Ham Atman, Kali Paramatman Prachodhyat. It's very meaningful. All these Gayatris are very meaningful, very practical, and very useful if you understand them. So today she will grant us, and we will enjoy her. When you go home, think of all the kind things she does to us, giving us Neela Madhava Perumal. I'm sure very few of you even know the existence of that form of Mahavishnu. And she lets us know about him and grants us, it's a very beautiful, there's a Trisul inside, then Mahavishnu aspect outside. And the name of that deity is Neela Madhava Perumal. He is right next to Mahamayi, right next to Mahamayi Karumari, Ambika. Thank you. Shyamala. Today think of Shyamala. Shyamala Devi is Neela Saraswati. You can see on top of, most of you don't see it, on top of Karumari Amman there is a deity. She is Neelavani Ambika, Neela Saraswati. And on top of it there is Neela Saraswati. She and Tantri Ganesha is a continuous flow of energy. Those of you whose Kundalini is awakened, you can feel it. And if you don't, soon you will. Ultimately, that's our destiny. Otherwise, we would not be here, and she would not grant her wonderful, magnificent house for us to come, enjoy her, receive her, show affection. Thank you.